Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of The Outer Worlds. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today.
Private, you've missed 3 shifts without notice.
I was fixing that toilet you sent me to repair. The one above the Lost Hope?
That was days ago.
The fucking door! It locked behind me. And it wasn't until this freighter captain found me that I...
You're lucky the chief would have my ass if I spaced you. Now get back to work, Private.
Right away, sir.
You got lucky, man. We saved you.
Suppose it's time to reevaluate my career goals.
Huh.
Keep your wits about you down there. I don't want to clean crispy freelancer bits out of the radiators again.
Don't worry about it. I will reload if that happens. Yeah, we're going down there. Also, there's enemies. We're going... Oh my god. This place is enormous. That's where we're going. Is that a hold? Nope, it's just a use. Come on. Let's go on. You guys teleport, don't you? You better. And, yeah, we're fighting again. Last episode, we went to the back base, and we got rid of McRed, because he was a torturer, basically, and I didn't fancy that all that much. And now we have the manticores that are not manti.
Controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radiators.
It's the manti-swarm.
Kill the mantillaries, but I'd be mighty grateful if you did. I've got this thing about giant insects.
I imagine you do. Huh. It's not the best weapon for this. This is not the best weapon for this either. Let's go with this. Not that it would be. It's not actually. Okay, we're still sneaking. Oh. I was trying to use the explosives to my advantage. I don't think it worked. Where are you? Up there. Well, they went down easily enough. Got some of this. It's all mine. Were these gears working? Because I sort of blew things up. Our parts.
Here they come!
No, they're, it's fine. Don't worry about it. These things look really cool, though. I was gonna say, everything seems clear.
Prevail.
Now everything seems clear.
Bad news. Diagnostics says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Sneak past if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix them later.
Oh no. The turrets? Nah. Is it turrets? I didn't catch the beginning. Jeweled ring, nice. Oh, also in between... Ow. In between episodes, I sold some of my stuff. So now we're a little bit better off in terms of carry weight. Also, I've been selling some of the consumables. Unfortunately, they also have weight, which is a shame. Not so much the food, I suppose, but it does mean that it's sort of pointless to pick all the food up, especially like things like bread and stuff like that. It's nice to have the increased health regeneration, but I can't be bothered to use them very often. So they are robots, mechanical sentries.
Expected noise.
Let's give it a try and try to sneak past. You guys are not doing me any favors, by the way. Just keep an eye on their. There's somebody back here though. Oh, it's Bard. Okay. Keep an eye on their aggro thing. Do you guys get detected? I think you do. Anyway. Let's go for a little bit of sneak thing. Am I good at the sneak? I don't remember. Let's see. Skills. Sneak. I'm pretty good. Yeah. Not specialized or anything. I don't know how cameras work. Ooh, I got a manticore thingy. Can't pick up things when I'm flying. Unfortunately. It didn't detect me. It almost did, but I don't think it did. Are we immediately into a room with other people?
I'm going.
Come on. And sneak. I mean, they were walking, so it's not like they weren't sneaking. That one doesn't see me. Can you guys get...
Be right there.
Just follow me. Shh. They're coming. Let's save. I don't know about that one though. I think we passed it. Oh no. There's grubs all over. I really hope my companions don't get detected.
I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps. And if you don't know what that means, just look for a command that says cycle droplet pumps.
Thank you. I suppose if I knew what that meant, I would also look for that command. This way back up front. I don't know how to get past this. No, that's what I'm doing here.
System.
Oh, it was weird. Okay, cycle it. I suppose the game is not paused when I'm here.
The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
Thank you. Kinda would like to read those logs. It's a bit of a shame. Okay, let me read those logs in a different way then. Watching the footage back works for me. I think it might be saved in the codex, but these are just screenshots from my footage. So the staff is getting restless. Workaround and half-cocked solutions are all we've got to mend Groundbreaker's bones. In many cases, we can't revive one system without cannibalizing another. Grandma lived with that reality, and so will I. I can rally our spirits, but what happens when I'm not around? Groundbreaker's real test will be seeing if our independence outlasts me. I'll take that bet. And that's from Junlei. Found some of Chief Guying's old schematics. Groundbreaker must have taken a beating during the crossing because she spent half of her career patching it up. A lot of corners cut when they put this place together. Among her papers, I also found the layout of a hangar that doesn't match any of my docks. Something that might have gotten sealed off along the way, like blood cells isolating an infection. Oh, that has a little bit of a scroll. I can go back and read the rest of this. It's probably just a signature, though, so we're fine. I hate to put sentiment down in print, she writes, but every time I happen... Also, this is in print. But anyway, every time I open a panel or find some workaround in the gut of this old bird, it's like I can feel you reaching out to me from the past, Grandma. And that's that. Not to get out of here without being detected. Can I pull that off? I think so. Does it matter? I don't know. I wouldn't mind shooting them. There's not a whole lot of loot there. But I guess we are going to put the game to the test. And, was it here? Yes. Yes, it was. Did I get to read you? I did not. Archive logs and transmission. Arrival confirmation. To HHB Hearth HQ, transmitted via probe, arrived at source. It is my honor to report that Groundbreaker has successfully arrived at the Lagrange point, having released our cargo of prefab housing, settlers, and supplies at their intended colony worlds. May they prosper and expand. Now that stages 1 and 2 of the mission have been carried out, my family will take... This is from Guyang. My family will take ownership of the Groundbreaker as specified in our contract, keeping the ship in active duty as an independent trading post, repair stop, and cargo bay. I'd be remiss if I closed this transmission without sending my hopes and best wishes back to Earth. There's so much ahead of us, but we'll never forget what we left behind, Chief Guying. A stern reminder. Some very rich and unsavory elements among our colonial neighbors seem to have the wrong idea about why I flew us out here. It wasn't for a 9-figure blood money salary and a Spacer's Choice logo stamped on my ass. It wasn't to nickel and dime passing ships out of their last bit. Groundbreaker has no role in the success or failure of Halcyon's corporate entities. Period. I negotiated that understanding and clearly outlined it in writing before I ever set foot on this ship. If anyone wants to dispute our compromise our independence, they will answer to a Tennyson. We're a family operation. Even when the last Tennyson falls, Groundbreaker will remember us and defend its freedom accordingly. I wonder if the game is going to point out the hopelessness of this attitude. Because she is the one, Guyang here, she's the one that, unwittingly though it may have been, allowed and facilitated the establishment of the corporation, or of the board, rather. There's multiple corporations, but the establishment of the board here in Halcyon. Because she brought, as far as I can tell, the first successful colony ship in here, which is really interesting as well, that it was specified in the contract and stuff like that. And maybe even telling that it was specified in the contract, then telling because they are still independent, quote unquote, legally so independent anyway, if not in practice. Yeah, I don't know, because it was always hopeless for her. She just trusted in the wrong people. This is naive. It's naive. Of course they were gonna swallow you up. I mean, not really. They were gonna try to swallow you up, and obviously she's fighting for that. Interesting. And it's like super important ship history and space history, in fact, in here, right there, in that computer, just laying around. It's a good thing you guys teleport, because I forgot about that. I forgot about waiting for you, so I guess I'm not gonna wait for you anymore, because you guys teleport. Anyway, we're upstairs again. Wait, this is Halcyon News. No, shut up. This is all the same map. So it's no wonder I saw them red, because of course they were red. They were right there. Also, I can go in there. Shh.
Gosh, that's clever.
Weapon parts, armor parts, bananas. Bunch of things. Okay. You should really not... Sorry, Max. Not really. Don't you dare open that door, man. Doorman. Okay. Hi! Definitely wasn't in your room stealing all your things.
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts. But you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Nice. That's how you get the restricted things. I don't need your premium meds, though. I got way too many of them. Also, I just need health kits. The rest I'm fine without. Yeah, I'll be on my way. Well, I guess that's that. We fixed the Groundbreaker's heat problem, and indeed you can see that... yes, I know I have a thing with you. You can see that we don't have the things anymore. Hey.
You aiming to send a message? If so, we best do it now while we still got time.
I was aiming to send a message? Why would we run out of time? You headed somewhere?
Me? No. But our relaying capabilities? That's on the final countdown. We're going offline in 3, 2, 1.5... No. Wait, I've lost track of my weeks. Maybe it was 36 or... Sometime dire soon.
I'm sure. Also, she probably should be in a computer or something. Why are you about to lose com capabilities?
Our primary relay station's soon to be occluded by a gas giant. Happens every 40 years or thereabouts. The event's forecasted to last for months, during which we'll lose signal to the station.
That'll put the whole system in a right dire situation.
We've got backup auxiliary relays, but the one currently in orbital range went offline some months ago. We can't spare people for routine maintenance.
Oh, that's why you needed my help then. Sounds like it's time to get the auxiliary station back online.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I finally got the chief to approve the budget for a diagnostic expedition. But allocating the personnel loss for sending a technical team to the relay station keeps getting denied by Junlei. The chief.
I could check out the relay. No need for official sign-off in that case.
I should say no, but why not? Maybe you can figure out why it's offline. I'll send you with an equipment manual. Hopefully we'll get lucky, or I'll get my approval in time.
No.
Hope you don't mind if I borrow that manual when you're done with it, Captain.
Of course.
I could do with some leisure reading.
Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve a copy of the relay's backup data. I gotta forward any messages from Earth stored in the memory. Better late than never, eh?
I suppose so. Also, I think it's telling that Junlei told me to come here. I am the sign-off. There's nobody being signed off to go there. I am the sign-off. So you just let messages from Earth sit in memory on an orbital relay? I mean, what do you mean?
The relay stations orbit the edge of the Halcyon system, so they tend to receive the majority of any transmissions from Earth. I'm sure the station's got a stack of junk messages just waiting for me to sort through.
Phew. So you let them just sit there?
It's not like they're in high demand. Most tend to be adverts on new products, meaning only folks in Byzantium can afford them.
Huh. Right. I'm off. Only in Byzantium. I look forward to going to Byzantium. Seeing what that is all about. This station is pretty cool, though. But I guess we're getting out? Suppose so. We need to go to Gladys. What was it that Gladys wanted? Oh, yeah. Gladys wanted us to go out as well. I think. Let's look at our journal over here. Passage to anywhere. We need to purchase a nav key. No. Speak to Gladys on the Groundbreaker. Mentioned that Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker's captain, is always willing to put available captains to work. Is it just purchasing? Didn't she say that she wanted me to do a side quest? I think so. Yeah. So let's see. A task over here. Lilia Hagen, run sublight salvage, but she needs me... Someone can navigate to Stellar Bay. That's the one. I need to have a key to Stellar Bay on Monarch. So that's what this is going to get me, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so that's going to be waiting for right now. We have none botched. Yeah. Cleaning machine. What do you have? You found entries on Hawthorne's terminal. Yeah, wasn't there something about that here? I don't think we have a marker for it. No. Yeah. Empty men. Track down Reginald Cheney. Vicar Max has tracked down... Oh, that's the Monarch, yeah. What about this one? Return to the Unreliable and ask Parvati about Junlei. Heck yeah, we're doing that. I was doing some selling off camera, and that guy said something about some batter or some cake batter or whatever. Now that doesn't require mixing. And then it says, seriously, don't mix it. And I was... And I was like, did you see what I'm seeing, by the way? I was like, yeah, that probably is gonna hurt. What's going on? Oh, I thought it was a reference. 13. So all pixelated. But no, it's just the texture thing. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on because everything else looks good. I might need to restart the game. I've been playing for a couple of hours now. And that might be the reason why textures are loading in weirdly.
Hey, you got a second?
Felix, what's up?
Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
Were you stalking me? I don't appreciate being stalked.
What? No. Okay, yeah, maybe a little. I'm not trying to be all creepy like, I just want to make a good case for myself. Just give me a shot, that's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
Alright, Felix, tell me why I should hire you.
You're serious, you're giving me a shot. Alright, hang on. I put together a little speech, just in case you asked. Hey there, I'm Felix Millstone. I have prepared a list of reasons why I believe you should hire me to join the crew of your ship and/or outlaw gang.
Are you reading off your hand?
Yeah, it's a second draft. Firstly, I am highly personable, and I get along well with anyone who is not of the jackass persuasion.
Sorry. He's funny.
Secondly, I can be counted on in the event of a firefight, standoff, and/or raid. My motto is,
I wish...
if you need a steady gun hand, I'm your man. That motto is it's a work in progress.
I wish I could cut him off. I wish I could have cut him off, like, canonically. Because I've heard enough, you're hired, is the line that I would have said, like, three words into his first line right after Parvati laughed at him.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this.
Yeah, we'll see you in the ship, Felix.
I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board. This is gonna be great.
Really? We're picking up strays now?
Oh, you...
Look at that. A real vicar. I'm sure we'll get along like a church on fire.
Don't worry, you're not gonna be with him on the team. And yes, you're going back. I probably should have told him to go back, actually, but we're here. It doesn't matter. But that's our team. It's gonna be Felix and Parvati. And welcome back to the Unreliable, because Max is mean and not really that interesting, to be honest. And I ramble about chaos theory, not chaos theory, about quantum mechanics, if he talks about this thing. And also we can talk about these things in here anyway. And we've done his quest. Well, we'll have done his quest. You have acquired pity. I have indeed. You can chew away that. And the hoop. Oh, okay. Hey, Ada.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
I picked up this distress call. Can you play it back for me?
Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad.
Thank you.
Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw.
Orson Shaw. I'd like to continue our conversation from before.
Forgive me, Captain. I would rather not discuss Alex Hawthorne today. I am feeling discombobulated. Was there another topic on your mind?
Discombobulated. Are you sad when you remember Hawthorne?
No, I am sure I cannot feel emotions. The memory has merely disrupted one of my processors. Glitches can be quite uncomfortable. It was my fault he died.
How so?
I should have predicted the statistical unlikeliness of success of my captain's actions. In fact, I did, but illogically disregarded the results.
Why did you do that?
He asked me to trust him.
How exactly did Hawthorne improve your design?
Captain Hawthorne attached 98.4% of the ship's processes to my computer, thereby giving me near total control. I have been programmed to deftly calculate navigation vectors through asteroid fields, while also operating our ship's toasters. Alex also taught me the concept of a personality. He was quite delighted when I crafted one in order to better engage with him. It was basic in the beginning.
I bet it was. I've been, well, not recently, but I have experimented with the concept of personality in computing I don't have any studies in computing, and certainly not in AI. But I know how to program basic stuff in JavaScript and stuff like that. And I think the interesting ontological conversation to be had is, what is a personality? And that's where I started. I programmed a little button basically to react to my there's a button and there's a circle, and the circle reacts to my clicking of the button. So I programmed the circle to learn from how often I click the button, and the algorithm for that is pretty simple. It was just a simple function, a simple function off of the time it has been since the last time I clicked the button, and how often I click the button, and I did that in a sort of an inverse graph. So basically, the circle will like to be red, in the color red, and when I click the button, it goes to green for a little while, and then it goes back to red. But it can, and so basically, it's a simple function. It's not really AI. Where I tried to introduce personality, I'm not so sure why I'm talking about this, but anyway, it's basic, and I thought it's an interesting conversation to be had because it's an interesting experiment. What I tried to add personality, because I programmed 2 instances of that button so I could see the differences between 2 buttons. And then I had a variable that allowed me to make the personality changes be even more extreme so I could test it easier. When I tried to do is the button would turn green at random. So it would turn green for a second and then back to red. And then it would judge, and it would store that information when it turned green, and it would judge how long it had been since it turned green when I clicked the button again. So for one button, I clicked green, or I clicked the button as soon as it turned green. And that button would be programmed, I had programmed it to remember that and then turn green more often. So up until a point where if I wanted it, it would be green all the time, and I would just click the button every once in a while. It would basically, that button would be green all the time because I programmed it to like the greenness or being green. And the other button would do the same, but I wouldn't click the button unless it had been a long while since it turned green. And that button didn't turn green as often. So the same programming, it's the same exact code, except with different data because, of course, the time of each button click would change from one button to the other, or from one circle to the other circle. So basically the same programming but different memory would yield different behaviors, different randomized behaviors, because it was still relatively randomized. So I thought of that experiment as a way to create personality in the circles. It was very simple, and it took me a hell of a long time for me to figure that out, because the thing is, you need like geometric knowledge of things. You need to use, like, it's a curve, it's a graph with a curve, and I'm not very good with that because I don't have. I studied archaeology, okay? I don't know maths, it's complicated. And it took me a long time to do even that basic stuff. But I wonder if, like, I didn't really care if, didn't really care about calling that a personality or not. Because it is. Oh, also, yeah, I'm rambling about things that matter. Yay, I'm not rambling about things that don't matter. Because this question here is that a personality, though? Can that be a very rudimentary sort of personality? Because if you have, well, it's commonly misunderstood, but, well, what's the word? Identical twins are not genetically similar. They're not clones. Identical twins are not clones. But sometimes people think they are. Okay, we can ignore the science. Imagine identical twins were clones. They would still develop different personalities based on their environment and the way they're treated and whatnot. And oftentimes they don't develop all that different personalities. I say oftentimes, it's not like I know many identical twins in the first place. But anyway, the point is because they grow up in the same house and the differences are minor. So they will have similar personalities, especially in context of a spacefaring civilization. Because you can imagine very different personalities based on the planet that you live in, let alone the family and whatnot. But the point is, the same programming, let's call it like that, they can yield different personalities based on the data that you add after the birth of a person. And the same applies to the circle. It's a really interesting question, though, if you can call it personality like that. The results that I saw were too simple for me to establish a sort of a personal emotional connection to the circles, because one of them would just be green all the time. I knew it would be like that because I programmed it like that, but in deep learning machinery, that's not how it works. And if I knew how to program deep learning machines, which deep learning is what creates AI, our current iteration of AI anyway. And if you don't know about that, go ahead and look it up. It's very interesting. There's videos on YouTube, and you just go to the Wikipedia article and it teaches you what deep learning is. It's called deep learning because humans don't interact directly with machines that are learning. It's machines that are programmed by humans that interact with those machines. Or when I say machines, I mean computer programs. So it's very complicated. And if I knew how to do that, I could make something that, better than a circle, that would have its own personality, and I could judge and have a little bit better connection with the circles. But yeah, one circle, as I knew they would, because I trained it to be like that with my clicks of the button. One circle would always be green, and the other one wasn't. And the other one was just green every once in a while. And I wouldn't click on it as soon as, after, I think it was 10 seconds. It took me a long time to train them and to tweak all the things. Maths are complicated. Anyway, you call that personality?
There is no need to be rude, Captain.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
I am still growing.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. Aww. Oh, that wasn't a relevant ramble, as it turns out. Anyway, where did you come from originally?
The information in my memory banks says I am an autonomous digital astrogator, created by, redacted, on the date of, redacted, for the express purpose of, redacted. I have not yet decided if I should attempt to uncover the missing information regarding my birth. I asked once. Alex did not build me, and would not say who did.
That's another problem. I don't think the game is touching that. It probably is outside the scope of the themes of this game to touch on the notion of identity. It doesn't just apply to AI, it applies to everything, but also to an AI. When I ask who created you, what am I actually referring to? The AI? The coding? The data? The consciousness of the AI? What is consciousness? Is it even a thing? Is consciousness a thing? Because that's part of everything. Anyway, that's all for now, Ada. And a level up. Well, we're out of time for the day, so let's level up next episode. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been The Outer Worlds. I really hope you've enjoyed it, even with the ramble. Maybe because of the ramble. Let me know in the comments. Leave a like if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, as always, thank you so much for watching and for hearing. I know I'm annoying. I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.